Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe and join my growing YouTube family. For today's video, I'm going to show you how I decorate my Christmas tree. So without further ado, let's just get right into today's video. The first thing I like to do is bring all of my Christmas decorations upstairs from the garage as you see here. And then I like to take everything out of the boxes. I place all of my Christmas decor items on the island, and then I place all of the Christmas decorations that go outside next to the stairs, like near the front entryway. And then I place all of the Christmas tree decorations on the desk in the kitchen. I thought it might be helpful to show you all this part just so you can see how I kind of go about decorating for the holidays. And stay tuned because I am going to be doing a house tour once my home is fully decorated for Christmas. But the first thing that I always do before I even decorate my house is put up my Christmas tree, and that's what I would recommend for you to do as well. And then once I empty everything out of the boxes, I do leave these boxes by the stairs because I'm going to have to put all of my fall decorations away into some of these boxes as well as whatever Christmas decorations I don't end up using. Here are all of my Christmas decorations scattered throughout my island, and just a little tip, one thing that I like to do the day before Thanksgiving is I like to gather all of my fall decorations from around the house and I use that to decorate the table with, and that way when I go to put all of my fall decorations away once I'm decorating for Christmas, I can just bring a box right to the dining room table and house everything in that one box straight from the table instead of having to go around the whole house and tear down while I am also trying to decorate for Christmas. It just makes it easier for me, so that's just a little tip for you guys for next year. And here are all of my Christmas tree decorations on the desk that we have in our kitchen. And down here on the floor is a wooden tree skirt box that my husband built for me last year out of pallet wood. And this is what we set our Christmas tree in. I will link the video that I made showing you guys how to make this in the description box below as well. Now, my husband and I are going to have a date night, so I'll see you guys tomorrow and show you how I decorate my Christmas tree. Hi everyone, it's the next day and the first thing we have to do is take the tree down from the attic. Now I'm going to just fluff out all of the Christmas tree branches. I normally like to decorate the first week of November, but my husband and I got sick and we've just been so busy, but I actually kind of liked waiting until the last day of November to decorate because it gave me a chance to deep clean and organize my entire house before I even started the decorating process. That's one thing that I would highly recommend for you to do. The week before you go to decorate, write out a cleaning schedule. So give yourself a little list of areas you can organize and deep clean in your home each day of the week. And then by the end of the week, you'll have a totally clean and organized home. It makes it so much easier to decorate when you already have a clean, organized space to work with. Now, I did purchase this fake Christmas tree from a yard sale last fall for $25, and honestly, I would highly recommend having a fake tree. We always had a real tree before this, but saving the extra $60 to $100 every year on a real tree, as well as not having to worry about watering the tree, that makes it worth it to me. And if you do want a real tree, you can do it like I do and go to any store that sells Christmas trees and ask them for tree clippings. These are free and you can use this to decorate with throughout your house. So you're still getting that Christmas tree scent, which I absolutely love. Or you can buy a rosemary Christmas tree and set it on your island, so that way you still have a real tree somewhere in your home. And then after the holiday season, you can plant your rosemary bush in your yard and use that throughout the year. Now, the first thing I like to do is add lights to my tree. I start at the top and I work all the way down. And basically what I do is I wrap a string of lights around one branch from the inside out to the edge, and then I wrap it back into the inside, and then I skip 2 branches, and then I do the same to a third branch, and I do that all the way around and down the tree. That way I'm getting lights on the branches, but not every single branch. That would take way too long, so I just do every other branch, if that makes sense. And just make sure that you buy the correct lights for your tree if you have a real tree, so you make sure not to catch it on fire. I think for a fake tree it's a bit different, but I did make sure to buy the safe Christmas tree lights for this, so I will try to find those and link them down below. And I just wanted to give you guys an example of what it looks like wrapping the lights around the branch. So here I am, I started from the inside and I'm working my way out to the edge of the branch. And then once I've worked all the way out to the edge, I just wrap the lights back around into the inside of the branch. And then I skip 2 branches and then I do the third, like I said. So I hope that makes sense. And then the next thing I like to do is add these Christmas tree scented sticks to the inside of my Christmas tree. I purchased 2 of these containers for my entire tree. I will link these down below for you. I love the way this makes my Christmas tree smell, and it lasts for 30 days, which is perfect. The first thing I'm adding to my tree is this burlap garland that I made myself. It's actually really easy to make, it's just time consuming. All you do is get some jute twine and decide what length you want your garland to be. And then you're going to want to just purchase some burlap fabric from your local craft store and cut it into strips, and then tie the jute twine around a needle point and loop it through your burlap, the little holes in the burlap in the middle, and then every 3 inches loop it through again, and it creates a garland. I hope that makes sense. I wish I would have done a DIY on this, but when I made this burlap garland several years ago, I didn't have a YouTube channel. But I think I'm going to make some more to add to my Christmas tree next year, so I'll try to do a DIY on that for you. And I purchased different color burlap, as you'll see in the video, and you want to make sure that whatever garland you're adding to your tree, that it goes at an angle and that you do it in sections. And the next thing I'm going to add is this beaded wooden garland, and I'm going to just loop this around my burlap garland as you see here. And I mean, you can do this however you want. I just like the way that looks. Now, as you can see on the left side of the tree, I had to fix the burlap some. It wasn't totally at a diagonal on the other side, so I did fix that, and I'll show you here in a minute. But yeah, that is what I did next. And now that that's done, I'm ready to add my picks to my Christmas tree. And then I add all of my Christmas tree picks. I use my burlap garland as a grid, and I start with 1 pick and I place it on the top of my tree. I use my burlap garland as a grid, and I start with 1 pick and I place it on the top of my tree where my first garland is. And then I start with the garland in the middle and I place my picks on either side of where the top pick at the top of the garland at the top of the tree is, if that makes sense. And then I just take all of my other Christmas picks and I add to that first pick, creating really pretty bundles of Christmas tree picks throughout my tree. Every year I purchase a new set of Christmas tree picks, and over time I will be able to fill in all of the holes that are in my tree, but I just build upon what I have slowly. We just can't afford for me to buy everything all at once, so I just have to buy things slowly and build upon what I have. My husband is so sweet. He brought me some homemade eggnog while I decorated the tree. I will be making a video showing you guys how to make this homemade eggnog because it is so yummy, so stay tuned for that. Now that all of my picks are on my tree, I'm going to go ahead and add my ornaments. And I don't know if there's a specific way to add ornaments. I mean, I know there are some different types of rules, like they say not to put all of your really big ornaments all at the bottom of your tree to kind of space it out evenly, but I just kind of put them where I think they look good, and I like to kind of nestle some of them in the back of my tree so that way you don't see the hooks that I used to hang them with. Now I do have these black metal little lanterns with the tea lights that I kind of will just place on the inside of my tree, and I just love the way that looks. Now a lot of these ornaments I collected from last year, but some of the ornaments that I purchased this year that are new are made of wood. I found this Etsy shop. I will try to find it and link it down below, and they make wooden Christmas tree ornaments, and they're so beautiful. And I think they'll be great for when we have children too, because you can't break or shatter wood. And that's another little tip I have. If you are planning on having children, or if you do have children, try to find ornaments that are child proof. That's at least what I've done, because we are planning on having children. We are currently in the adoption process, but we're also praying for biological children as well. But all of my Christmas ornaments are child-proof, which is great. They're not going to be broken easily because, like I said, we are planning on having children, but most of our friends have kids as well, so I try to think about that. But yeah, I'm going to just add all of the ornaments now. Now, last year I started a new tradition where I purchased my first willow tree Christmas ornament, which is this one right here. And I decided that every year I would purchase one new willow tree ornament because they are a bit pricey, and I would love to just decorate my entire tree with willow tree ornaments, but I decided a better way to do that isn't as expensive is just to buy one new Christmas tree ornament every year, and I always let my husband hang it on the tree. And I love watching him do that. He's so precious. So yeah, that's our new little tradition, and I will try to find these ornaments and link them down below for you as well. And once all of my ornaments are up, I did go ahead and try my hand at making a bow for the top of my Christmas tree this year. I will link the video that I used to kind of help me, just like a tutorial video, down below for you. And I put that at the top of my Christmas tree with the ribbon kind of hanging down, as you see here. And now I'm going to put my willow tree Christmas tree topper on top of my tree. I've had this for several years. I will try to find it and link it down below for you, though. I love this Christmas tree topper. And the last thing I'm going to do is add this fake snow to the inside of my Christmas tree box. This also would work great as a Christmas tree skirt. If I didn't have the box, I would probably just use a normal Christmas tree skirt, but since I have the box, I just fill it with this fake snow. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye!